Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0. So why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 15 line. 61, matchbox lights.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 1st and 10, Weston. This one into the hands of Burton. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Come on,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Protein spill. 36.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Weston. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field. The game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will have... It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll look to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
15 line. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter. Joker. Check over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
At the 37-yard line.
Exit.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On second down, it's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weston. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Operating from the gun, Weston. He's got Burton here.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Freeman again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Eluding the press. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And his kick here is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
64,
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And an alley to run. Through an opening, And there he goes. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 76 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
Let's go. 66 first.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Antoine Woods able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Boy, so another interception. CD, it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And a return will stop right around the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 25.
90 Wolf. Christone travel.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Rush in.
To throw on 2nd down. Weston. And he finds Howard complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check 4. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
From the gun, Weston. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Weston. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Weston. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Back to throw. Weston flush. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Mullins now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they... Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gay is on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, They have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now. Get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Weston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Looking to throw. Weston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Weston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.